Hey, it's Ed Brennan here. I'm up on Route 9 in Latham. I'm approaching Latham Circle Mall. Notice this section of Route 9. There is a shoulder, but the shoulder quickly disappears, and you're left with a 4-lane highway that cyclists would need to ride on. Cyclists, I guess, have the option, depending on where you're going, take old Route 9, which branches off to the right where the shoulder ends. But if you're like Deborah Carpenter, who happened to work at Wendy's, which is right on Route 9 ahead, that probably really wasn't much of an option. So we're going to take a ride up Route 9 and up to Latham Circle Mall and see what we shall see. Route 9 Latham. There we go. One issue is not getting clocked by somebody who's bearing right straight. Alright, before I get clear for a minute. Alright, so Old Latham Road goes off to the Old Loudon Road goes off to the right. And this is Route 9. This might be Bike Route 9. There's a state bike Route 9, but I don't know if this is it or not. I know it follows much of Route 9, but I don't know if it follows this section of it. In the intersection, I like to get out front of the cars so they see me. I guess there's a sidewalk up there, it's hard to tell. They're not very well maintained. The Wendy's. Stop in here for a sec. So this is the Wendy's where Deborah Carpenter worked. I don't know if she's working here now. I'll go in and see if I can ask the manager. Alright, they would not confirm or deny that she used to work here. I guess it really doesn't matter to them right now. she was on her bicycle. As you can see, it's really hard to ride a bicycle on the sidewalk here because the sidewalk is, well, it's not a good idea to ride on a sidewalk anyway, because cars aren't looking for people. Cars are not looking for bicycles on sidewalks. They might be looking for pedestrians, but they're not looking for something going the speed of a bicycle. So they tend not to notice when a bicycle comes along rather quickly, so cyclists get hit. We've seen that happen in Albany. Alright, so let's see if I can make it up the exit ramp to the circle. Alright, a little bit of a shoulder here finally. Find out where Deborah Carpenter lived. There's a little bit of confusion. She was apparently staying at a motel up on the left-hand side, but I only know about a motel up on the right-hand side. That's the little Quinta. The word has it that was not where she was staying. So let's see if we can figure that out. Bicycle sign that says share the road. Look at that. During a traffic circle. Take the lane. He didn't want to give me the lane because he didn't want to be behind me. So now I've got the lane going around the circle and exiting to the right. And I've got a little bit of a shoulder here, which is a good thing. So, still not clear where it was she was staying. Quinta on the right. I guess that's closed. That's the La Quinta. But supposedly she wasn't staying there. So we're still looking. Also not sure exactly where she was hit. If you're on a bicycle, this isn't the worst part of the road. Oh, looks like the shoulder disappears again. Nice. Right on Route 9 that looks like someplace that she might have been staying. We'll go up a little further. Alright, we're going straight, so I'm going to stay over here. Depot again at Brennan. So I'm standing outside the Home Depot where Randall Shantz worked. Randall Shantz was killed at Latham Circle Mall just a couple of months ago, and we're gonna follow what happened to him, I guess, from where he worked. He was walking home. We think he was walking home. He lived at the Latham Village Apartments, but he was killed up by the Latham Circle. So here we go. That's the Home Depot where Randall Shantz worked. Apparently well liked by his fellow employees. Didn't have a lot of money. He only been working here for a short time, and he was on foot. Like stop it here for a second because Frank Randall Shantz was heading home. He had two options.
Go on that crosswalk?
No. I'm just there was a fellow named Randall Shantz. He was killed up at Latham Circle Mall. We're doing a little videotaping of what the traffic conditions are like.
Because that button that is, I try and go like a pedestrian most of the time.
Yep.
Face the traffic.
Yeah.
And that button right there gives you a signal to go. And I'm in the middle of the road and it turns to stop already.
Yeah, like where are you supposed to go? Are you supposed to stop there?
I just look for the traffic and keep going. Like the lady turning here, she stopped for me, but
yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
They don't give you enough time to cross.
Yeah,
That's not unusual.
I'm probably going faster than somebody that would walk a little bit slower.
Yeah, can you imagine if maybe you were in a walker, if you were a slower, you know?
I know.
It's awful.
So it's an oddball thing.
No, it's not an oddball thing. It's made to get people in cars through there as quick as possible, and anybody else, if you're on a bicycle or if you're in a chair, a pedestrian, good luck.
Are not so good either.
No.
Up by where you turn to go to Home Depot.
Yep.
If I come from the other way and I come down this way, if I don't turn it just right, I get stuck. Like my little lower wheels, they don't tip. I get stuck. Somebody had to push me one day because I just cut it wrong because it's all crooked.
Yeah.
They fixed one place. I used to go over to Dollar General. You know where that is?
Down
across the bridge heading towards the Holiday Inn.
Yeah.
I don't go on the sidewalk because that's such a mess, and sometimes when they plow the church, they block the sidewalk anyway. But there's ridges in the sidewalk, this much. But when I got closer to Dollar General, there's a turn right before you go on Columbia Road.
Okay.
It's behind the little first shopping plaza.
Right.
Somebody, when they repaved that road last year, somebody actually paved part of the sidewalk because I was like this trying to get off. There was a little ramp, but it's all
tippy. Yeah.
So they actually paved it so I can go down the ramp. So that was nice. But
yeah, maybe you can mention the Latham Farms or somebody. I don't know. I don't know if this would be probably Latham Farms has to fix it inside their own.
And there was another spot heading towards
shopping center. Yeah.
Where there's like a big gap in the sidewalk.
Yeah.
I got stuck. But also that road that goes Old Loudon, where it goes to right before the church. There's a flasher there.
Yeah.
And there's it's kind of a lot of traffic right there, and people have gotten hit there a lot of times in cars.
Yeah.
And it's just a flasher. I've had some really courteous drivers when I come up that hill. Because one lady got out of her car and she tried to stop. I go, it's not worth getting hit over there. We're going by her. And there's no pedestrian thing there. And even people in cars get hit because it's just congested and it's just a flasher. But yeah.
That's crazy.
There's stuff they could be doing.
I know. Well, this fella, Randall Shantz was his name. He was working at Home Depot, and he got killed just about a month or two ago.
Now, he was a pedestrian?
Pedestrian. So he was working here. He was living over in Latham Village Apartments over here.
Where that is.
And so, it only just started. So I was going to say he could have crossed here and gone out the back way to get over, you know, because Latham Circle is just very...
I don't go in the circle.
Yeah, it's very dangerous. It's not made for people.
Like, I've been
Unless
to
you're in a car.
Walmart, but one time when I first came here, I said, okay, I'll cross. You got this lane here, and it kind of comes up towards the circle. And I crossed over, no problem. People were stopped. I don't think there's a light there. I think it's just a stop sign. They would stop and say go. And I cross over, and then I cross a pedestrian walkway over to the sidewalk, and I thought, oh good, I can scoot up through the parking lot to Walmart, right?
Yeah.
And the sidewalk started to go up, and it stopped. I said, oh God.
Where did it go?
And I said, well, Latham has sidewalks to nowhere. It was crazy, but when I go that way, I go on the breakdown lane.
Yeah.
Past, across from Lazy Boy there.
Yeah.
And then I go behind the diner.
Yeah.
And I come out just what would that be, east of the circle by a mobile station is on my left when I do that. And the gas cleaners is like in front of me. And so I stop and I look at the traffic. I can tell if it's going to be coming from my left, and I'll get in the meridian. And sometimes people will stop coming out of the circle, not always, but I wait and then I cross, and then I go behind those stores, and then I cut across to Walmart, and I don't go that often.
Yeah, but if you're new here, this guy was apparently new here, he might not have known all those, you know, safe ways to go, you know?
When I first came here, there's a little shopping plaza on 9 right there.
Yeah.
Across from Auto something.
Like where the subway is over there?
It's an auto zone.
Okay. Oh yeah.
I used to
That's it right there.
Across there.
Yeah.
Through all the traffic. I'd get in the meridian and then I would go. But I don't go that way anymore because I wanted to go in, and I was cutting through there not long ago. I wanted to go into AutoZone because I thought I might need a new battery, and I wanted to see if they had it.
Yeah.
And there was a guy parked in the parking lot in a black pickup truck, and there was another black pickup truck parked in the ramp zone to get on the sidewalk to go in the store. He said, that's all. So I didn't go, so I won't go there anymore.
Yeah.
The McDonald's, I'm surprised they don't have at least a sidewalk going up, because you have to come.
You have to go all the way around. Yep.
And it's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I know, you know, they probably have to keep it shoveled or something in the winter, so maybe they don't want to do that, but it'd be a lot easier for people to have.
Yeah.
But, you know, Latham isn't, you know, I don't know how it's rated on the, I think it's apartments they rate. Something I saw on the internet, like walkable.
Yeah. No.
Latham has some sidewalks, but if I was old, I'd probably fall flat in my face on these.
Yeah.
You know, if I was not quite stable when I walked, which I'm not. That's why I'm on this. But
yeah.
Oh, that's really terrible.
Yeah.
But I don't go in the circle. I don't even like circles in the car.
No.
I mean, when I used to drive, it was like,
no.
Yay.
I know, right?
Like driving in Puerto Rico, being sold.
Yeah. I compare it on a bicycle. Riding into a traffic circle is like riding into a demolition derby.
But, you know, even on the bikes.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, because Albany did some stuff on, I don't know where else, but along Madison Avenue, I think it was.
Yeah.
Heading, say from Madison Theater heading towards Albany.
Yeah, they put in bike lanes.
Yes, but how does that happen? Don't you worry, like, if you're in that lane that somebody might, I don't know, like car doors?
Car doors, yes.
Whatever.
You got to watch out for the car doors, yep.
I don't know if bike lane is the right thing. I'm afraid. I used to ride a bicycle to get to work, and I'd go, I don't know, maybe a mile and a half or two to get to work. I lived in Albany then, and the majority of the time I was on the sidewalk. I mean, I didn't take up pedestrian spaces. Like if somebody was coming, I just stopped or whatever.
Yeah. The sidewalks can be dangerous too. The problem with the sidewalk, and I know a woman, her name was Diva, I forget her last name, but she was killed on Western Avenue riding on the sidewalk. The problem was she was on a sidewalk and somebody was taking a left, and she was coming out from behind a van, and they didn't see her, ran her over.
Look at everything.
And that was the end of her. And she was an entrepreneur. She had a dress shop over in Troy. She was like up and coming, and now she's dead about 10 years.
I saw a woman when I was coming down New Scotland Avenue. I was riding my bicycle on the sidewalk. 5 o'clock traffic.
Yeah.
New Scotland Avenue, heading towards the park, if you will. This woman was on a bike in the traffic lane. Stop and go kind of, right? She's got one of those little trailers behind her with a kid in it.
Oh, the kid.
You are, you know, because I was in a car one time.
Yeah.
One of my girlfriends was driving, and the traffic was kind of stop and go where we were. And my girlfriend kind of looked the other way, and she ran into the guy in front of her. So, you know, here's this kid in this little thing on wheels, which is handy dandy, but holy God.
Yeah, that kid doesn't have a choice. I mean, if you're a bicyclist and you ride in New Scotland, that's your choice. I don't think I would take a child onto it, onto that road.
I'd rather be on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
And if you have to stop to let a pedestrian go by, so be it.
Yeah, I hear you. All right, I'm gonna head out. Good luck to you. You too. Bye-bye. Wow. All right, so this is not a great place to cross. So Mr. Shantz could have gone through there, but you're crossing what? 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5 lanes of traffic. And you don't know. Maybe he didn't know that there's a back way out of that shopping center that he could have cut through. Maybe he didn't want to because maybe it's dark at night. Maybe he had another stop to make. For whatever reason, this is the way he went. Now he was walking, so he was on the sidewalk, I assume, to start with. He was on the bicycle. A guy on it. But notice right here, no more sidewalk. So like she says, she goes up the breakdown lane, she called it. That's where I'm biking. My recollection is he actually got hit right by that share the road sign up ahead. My understanding is the driver was not charged. believe they know who the driver was. They hit Deborah Carpenter. I think that was a hit and run. Assuming he was in the breakdown lane, this is what he was supposed to be doing, I guess. There's a sign that says crossing ahead. So he's going up to the crossing. I'll pretend I'm a pedestrian here. Was a pedestrian. There's Randall. Over here, you cross there. People will stop for you. The next crossing is a little more difficult because they teach you if you're in a traffic circle, you're not supposed to stop. So some people might think, I keep going if I see a pedestrian. The pedestrian has to wait. Let's say Latham had to go over the Lowe's before he went home, so he might have walked in wishing to come over here and then try to cross. There's no button, there's no cross sign. So this gentleman stopped for me, thank you. But you notice when he stopped, people have to stop behind him. Stop, thank you. Doing. And notice there is no crosswalk over there. So you got a crosswalk over here, you got a crosswalk coming south on Route 9. You got a crosswalk, I believe there's a crosswalk over there. It's going north. Crosswalks on 3 sides. Interesting. Hope that lady doesn't get stuck over by Home Depot.